Here we are, final round at Bay Hill. 8 to 12 tournament, and yeah, tough conditions. Off we go.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, we bring you live final round coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational, presented by MasterCard. Well, we have already seen 3 scintillating, sometimes spectacular rounds of golf. By the time twilight comes calling later today, we will have a champion as we check the Sunday leaderboard. Our leader, a former winner here at Bay Hill in 2020, Tyrrell Hatton, he's at 11 under. Meanwhile, our featured golfer playing out the string, trying to finish this tournament on a high note. And that'll do just fine. A good start to this final round, safely in the fairway at 1.
Good strategy here on the opening hole. 3-wood finds the fairway.
What's he need to watch out for here, Frank?
Those 2 front bunkers, Rich, the one that protects the left and the right. More often than not, you want to pitch the ball on the front of this green. They are the 2 to be concerned about.
And that will be into the front right bunker, so Arnie's course showing its teeth already. That's got to be disappointing. Good line in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. Well, that hit the flagstick.
An awkward little bunker shot. Just splash it out, let the ball run towards the flag.
Okay, pretty big swing necessary there, and that's not all that bad from that far away. Oh, how about that for a little early round confidence? That is in for par here at the first, and he'll remain at 2 over par. Well done. That is in for a par here at the first. And he'll stay at 1 over. Back to the action here at the second, and a par 3. Frank, it's 231 yards. What are we looking at?
Well, somehow if you can hit it sky high, that's the best shot to hit in there. This green sometimes gets brick hard, and of course it all slopes to the left.
He didn't like that one from the start, and this one's going to wander into the rough right of the green. That's going to be on the putting surface, and a birdie look straight ahead. Second shot now, here at the par 3. Iona, this a birdie putt.
Yeah, it's a long putt, so pace is important, but there's not a whole lot to it. I fancy the chances of getting this close.
Yeah, that's good putt. That was a slippery one, but that's well done. 15 feet away. Got it there, but not quite on target. Okay, it's a bogey here at the second. And that's going to move him back to 2 over par. That finished off for par here at the second. And he'll remain right where he is. Frank, now to the third hole here at Bay Hill. If you have a case of the snap hooks, you're in some serious trouble here.
You're going to run out of golf balls here as well, but a good tee shot's going to leave you something like 150, 160 yards into a very narrow green.
And that, a good-looking shot there, well placed in the fairway. As picturesque as they come, that is right down the middle. Sitting up in the fairway now, 180 yards away. Second shot here at the third.
One of the narrowest greens at Bay Hill. Water, as you can see on that left side. So for the faint of heart, you're going to miss, if anything, to that right side. And that's exactly where they put a little bunker. So be very straight on the second.
Birdie attempt at the third. No to Begay is down there.
And I don't think he'll want to deviate from a straight-in read, just a little uphill.
Ooh, good speed there. That'll leave just a couple of feet. 18-footer. Nope. So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. And he'll hold steady at +3. He'll finish that one off with no problem. It's in for par. And he'll stay right where he is. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. Fourth hole is the first par 5 on the golf course, Frank.
Very scoreable. 2 bunkers down the left, the first of which takes 330 yards to get it past that.
Definite birdie hole, maybe even a chance for Eagle to really jumpstart the round. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. Okay, so that's going to make it back onto the fairway, but some important shots coming up if he's going to get away with par. Frank, tricky little third shot here at the par 5 fourth.
Especially if you don't have a full number, because there's just that little mound in the middle of the green. If you get on the wrong side of that, instantly you can be 30, 40 feet away. So check where the flag is. Is it front? Is it back? And then try and land it in that section. I always looked inside that 15-feet circle. Anything inside that was going to be a good shot. So in my book, that's a good shot. For such a short chip shot, now a long putt for par.
Yes, a perfect read there. That is in to save par. And he'll remain right where he is. Yeah, that's a well-played hole. It's a birdie here at 4. And he's able to get it back to 1 over.
Frank, what's the play here off the tee? Is it driver, or do you play it safe with an iron?
A lot of the times that's predicated by the wind, Rich. If you've got a trailing breeze, driver is very much in play. Otherwise, just poke a little iron down the right side. Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though.
And that, not the way you want to follow up the birdie. It's into the bunker off the tee.
This could be a good one.
No, that was a tough shot coming out of the fairway bunker. So really, all in all, that's an excellent approach.
From off the fairway, this is second at number 5.
Well, it just comes up a little shy of the flag, but all in all, a good shot out of that rough.
A look here at birdie.
And he couldn't ask for a better setup from this distance. Just slightly uphill, something on the right edge could go in.
That one just gonna sneak on by. Now, Hideki for birdie. Yeah, that's a good putt. It is a par here at the 5th, and he'll stay right where he is. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5, and he'll remain right where he is.
Frank, the par 5-6 looks like an enormous carry over the water. What if you're not one of the bigger hitters?
Well, then you've really got to aim at those two bunkers, right in between them on the right side, Rich. Becomes very much a plotter hole, because even the layup becomes important. This par 5, you've then got to attack it with a wedge.
that challenged a big piece of that big lake, but it is well down this 6th fairway. What a gorgeous tee shot. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there.
This par 5 green is well protected. That's 2 good shots, but that bunker's there for a reason. Now, with some nifty sand play, we're looking at 4.
Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
All right, not exactly what you're hoping for, but safely on the putting surface with birdie still in play.
And that's a lovely explosion shot. Just the right amount of sand between club face and ball. Beautifully done.
That's going to scoot a foot or 2 by. This will move to his right for birdie. A good opportunity lost there. Safely in for par here at the 6th. And he'll stay right where he is. Okay, safely in for his par. And he'll remain right where he is. Moving on now, Frank, we're at the par 3 7th hole. What's the challenge here?
Really, the high ball hitters have an advantage here. Just try and carry it in the middle of the green.
Here we are now at the 199-yard par 3 7th, a challenge with a green protected by bunkers, short, left, and long. Okay, that's going to end up right in the middle of the green. A very sensible play there, right in the middle of the green. Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And it's so important to get this one rolling up the slope with just the slightest movement from left to right.
This is in the 30-foot range here. It's for birdie. Yeah, that's a pretty good putt. Just a little bit off the mark. Yep, well done. That's in for par here at 7. And he'll stay right where he is. That one in. It is a bogey here at the 7th. And he's going to fall back now to 1 over par. Now at the 8th, and Frank, this really is a clever design, fun hole to play.
Very pretty hole. That bunker down the left, just over 300 yards. Ideally, you just work it off that bunker.
And this, a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. He's got his game face on now. That's safely into the right portion of the fairway. Right around 180 to go for his second. Well, not as close to the pin as you'd like, but when you find greens in regulation on a regular basis, you're going to have a chance.
And a good approach shot, just not quite as close as what you'd like, but still solid.
A two-putt has to be the name of the game here. This, a long one for birdie. Hideki now, a good look at birdie. Oh no, I think he was about ready to walk that in. That looked on target the whole way. 18 about that one. Well done, and roll it in for par. And he'll remain right where he is. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll stay right where he is. It's a consistent theme here at Bay Hill, if you can carry it 300 yards.
Bay Hill always favors the longer hitter.
Heading back toward the famous lodge at Bay Hill, this is the 9th hole. Straightforward par 4, at a good one. 2 good shots here, you'll be happy to make the par. No issues here. That is into the fairway. That one got up into the wind. No driver necessary, and that'll be just fine. All right, partner, break down this approach shot here at the par 4 9th.
What you're looking at is one of the biggest greens on the golf course, Rich, so it gives you a chance to be perhaps a little more aggressive than what you would normally think on a par 4 that's just a little under 500 yards.
Didn't check, Frank.
Yeah, just not enough spin on that, really. I mean, that almost like took that first bounce and just ricocheted forward.
And that'll do just fine. From about 8 feet. Are you kidding me?
That looked like it was in.
Okay, that's in for his par here at the 9th. And that will make this a front 9 of 37, 1 over par. Okay, a shake of the head as that
not a bad front
is
9.
finished off. And he'll drop back to 1 over par.